It's okay.
रुको बोल दो
ए क्या है, मैं तेरे को फ्री इंटरव्यू दे रही हूँ तो मेरा इंस्टाग्राम हैंडल यूट्यूब हैंडल ही नहीं बोल रहा है।
तो अरे मैं खुद ही बोलता है ना, तो ऐसे कोई
अच्छा तू फिर से रिकॉर्ड कर रहा है?
क्या रिकॉर्डिंग में बोला पता है?
मैंने तुझसे इंटरव्यू के पैसे लेने। डॉक्टर स्पंदन वेलनेस, how well I am. डॉक्टर स्पंदन वेलनेस, यूट्यूब, फेसबुक, इंस्टाग्राम, भाई नहीं।
चलो, थैंक यू सो मच, बाय बाय। हाँ चलो। Hi guys, my name is Sarvel. Welcome to a series of quick interviews. Today we have with me Dr. Spandan Katti. She is a dentist, she's an osteopath, she's a biodynamic craniosacral therapist, she's also a faculty with The Art of Living. So she has so many roles that she plays. She's also a wife, and so I just want to ask you, so Spandan, how are you? How are things, and how do you feel being introduced like this?
It's very funny the way you introduced me. I had no idea. I'm playing so many roles. It's nice. I'm good. Right now I'm having the time of my life at my mother's house, but all good.
Right. So where, if you look back into your journey, so from where did it all start? Like, I'm sure you must have been in the medical field because you were a dentist. So from dentist to becoming an osteopath, what was the journey like?
I was a very hardcore allopath. ठीक है, dentistry में ना, I was a very hardcore dentist. I chose dentistry because I wanted to do aesthetic stuff. And at that point of time, and my father is a surgeon. He was one of the 3 terrors of the army, orthopedic surgeon, army officer, बिल्कुल एक मार दो टुकड़ा types. Mom's a teacher, so that strictness to a new level. So when I was in BDS, अगर कोई बोला ना that I'm in Ayurveda, I'm studying natural medicine, my immediate response used to be चुल्लू भर पानी में डूब मरो तुम जिंदा क्यों हो? What are you doing in your life? I feel like तुम BA BSc कर लो यार. So yeah, it was weird, you know. So it's just that we are trained to think like gods. We think we are gods. हम लोग कर रहे हैं सब कुछ. So karma it was, I think. I broke my back. I had 4 fractures in my back, and nothing worked. I was on steroids for 2.5 years, and physio, all night jazz, wheelchair, bad days, walking stick, good days. And then it was decided कि अभी इसको काटेंगे, अभी we'll cut her open, we'll put titanium implants. ये तो gone case है. And I didn't see the worst thing that can happen to you apart from flunking in a medical science degree is going into odd batch. That is even worse. Okay. So you are na idhar na udhar. You are in between, and you are like, it's very bad for odd batch. बहुत गंदे तरीके से उनको treat किया जाता है. I was like, मुझे odd batch में नहीं जाना. So I wanted to finish BDS, and yeah, the usual jazz. I was in depression, lot of pain. People thought I'm faking it, and all that. Then I finished my final exam. I did very well actually. So in my internship, I decided I want to kill myself. I don't want to live like this. I want to kill myself. So I made the 7 most hilarious attempts to kill myself that I will talk about some other day. I can actually write a book on how not to kill yourself. They were hilarious. And my mom caught me on my 7th attempt, and I was moved to the hostel. So I was actually going to jump off my hostel building when I heard reverse music of the car. I'm like, oh, mummy aayi hai, abhi kaise koodu? Because if I would have jumped, I would have jumped on my car. So she realized I needed to spend time with people of my. Basically, she kicked me onto a meditation course which happened to be an Art of Living youth program. And then something happened. I did Kriya, I did meditation, and suddenly I found hope. So I went to Bangalore Ashram to meet Guruji. I simply wanted to take his blessings for surgery. And he himself said, why haven't you tried alternative medicine? That was the biggest button anybody had ever pushed for me. I was like, what? You're asking me to try something I don't believe in. But it worked. So I took CST for 5 months, twice a week. And on the day of my surgery, I did 10 Surya Namaskars. My surgery never happened. And I wanted to be a plastic surgeon, so I cracked oral and maxillofacial surgery. Only for him to say, nahi, tum yehi karo. So eventually I gave in. So he said, you practice this. I cracked my PG 3 times. Every time he was like, you do both. And then I was like, chodo yaar. So alternative medicine basically changed my life. And today, believe it or not, it is my identity. So.
Right. So it's actually, I am sure it must have not been so happy the way you're narrating it. So today there are a lot of people who are into a lot of anxiety, who are a lot of into depression. There are a lot of people who are out there who have a lot of suicidal thoughts. Like I myself can say that I've had a major teenage of my life where I've had suicidal thoughts. So for the generation which is coming up, what is your advice, or what is your suggestion, or what is your counsel to people who are having suicidal thoughts right now?
It'll change. The only constant in life is change. Everything changes. Really, and things get better. As unbelievable as it sounds, and don't kill yourself. It's a very stupid thing to do. Like, I've had that time of, people usually say, oh, those were the days of my life. Oh, those. Mera wo funda hi nahi hai. For me, life is now. Like, I'm having the best days of my life now. Like, I ended up marrying my best friend. Can you believe it? And we are happy. Matlab, it's a very big thing. I'm married. I'm happy. It's a love marriage. The parents are happy. The in-laws are. It just doesn't get better. It's just there. Okay, occasionally it keeps coming that, oh, you don't have a kid yet. Leave that aside. But generally, life is good, man. So don't kill yourself. It's a very dumb thing. Imagine how would you feel hung halfway between earth and sky, looking at all your friends having popcorn and going for a movie. Not nice. कि हाय मैं तो अटक गई में ना इधर की ना उधर की. No, just live. It's okay. Breathe. For me, I realized I was depressed because it was all about me. मेरा क्या होगा? मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? And there was this Chirkut who was in love with me, and he wanted to marry me. And the plan was that I will join the army. Obviously, the army officer's daughter. But then, of course, it didn't look likely because I broke my back. So he also was like, oh, मुझे लगा यहाँ पे दाल गलने वाली तो है नहीं, तो मैंने कोई और ढूंढ लिया. मैंने कहा यार मेरी कोई वैल्यू नहीं है क्या किसी के लिए? ये बदतमीजी है. So I realized मेरी कोई वैल्यू ही नहीं है. And then I realized that it was just me. I wasn't valuing myself. I was looking for validation outside. And that was a very stupid thing to do, because people will validate you when they feel good. And if they don't feel good, your day is finished. It's a smarter thing to feel good about yourself. So when I meditated, I realized that I was actually a very nice person. I mean, I am a very nice person, and I didn't need validation for it from outside. And then as I meditated, all this massive emotional garbage just started going away, and I got much better. And the moment I started looking at the brighter side of life, that at least I'm not dead, at least I don't have metal inside me, good things actually started to happen. So Guruji talks about this Yat Pinde Tad Brahmande, whatever is inside you is what is reflected outside. So it's just that meditation started making me feel better. And as I started feeling better, good things started happening. And a wonderful person happened to me. Like, he's so precious, my husband. Yeah. My mom also wonders, "Tushme mil kahan se gaya ye?"
I've met him. I think I can never forget the first thing he ever told me was when I asked him, "What do you do?" And he said, "I'm retired." I'm like, how is that even possible when you're so young?
Yeah, he retired. He retired at the age of 29.
Wow.
So he's very chill, okay? Like he has only one. His status, his infinite status is walk light on the planet. Load nahi lene ka. It's okay. Things will change. Don't worry. So he's had a massive impact on me, and of course he is very closely attached with Art of Living. So फिर मेरा भी हो गया, and then as because he does a lot of service, he started pulling me into it very slowly. And then I realized that my life is actually not that miserable. My life is pretty good.
Right.
And I can actually contribute to the society. And that's it. That was a game changer for me. It was very, very nice.
Right. Yeah. You've been mentioning Guruji here. So I would just like for everybody to know that Guruji here is Shri Shri Ravi Shankar ji, who is also the founder of the Art of Living. The next question that I want to ask is how, like, of course, osteopathy happened, alternative medicine happened, but what was that exact thing that made you believe in self-love? What was the process? Was there a combination of meditation, osteopathy, craniosacral therapy? What was that? Like, what was the process of coming back to your own self, coming back to self-love?
What changed? First of all, extreme amounts of respect happened for my body. मतलब I had started disrespecting my body so much कि ये बिल्कुल टूटी हुई खटारा है, इसका कुछ नहीं हो सकता है, इसको तो तोड़-फोड़ करना पड़ेगा. So as my body started to get better and my mind started to get better with meditation and body started to get better with cranial work and osteopathy, I realized that the body actually can cure itself, you know. And 2 years later, I did my yoga teachers training program, and I did 108 Surya Namaskars.
Wow.
And since then, even today, on an average, I do about 2 to 3 dozen Surya Namaskars every day, and I'm doing fine. But at any given point of time, I can do 108. So for me, that was pretty unbelievable and unheard of, because I never thought I could get so much better. So then the question that came to my mind was, so then if I can recover so much, how about other people, and does the body really have the ability to, you know, recover itself? So my first teacher, her name is Bente Skogberg. She used to come from Denmark. She was the one who started on my treatments. And she inspired me to learn it. And then I started, so I am very left-brained. I need proof. Matlab, you can't tell me. I need proof, period. So I started treating people and they started getting better. And I'm like, how are they getting better? I'm touching, how are they getting better? But they were getting better. And the flip side was more people started coming. So I was practicing something essentially I myself didn't believe in so much, but it had fixed me and it was helping people in front of me. So I thought, abhi dekhte hain ye kya hai, kya ye, what is this about? And that began my journey into connective tissue fascia and the interconnectedness of the body and the body-mind complex. And Guruji talks about it in satsang also, you know, about how the mind and the body are connected. So something just triggered, and then I found some very solid proof. Then I realized, in fact, again, it was my mom. I mean, she's been a beacon. Just like that, chai pite she told me, "Arey, tere ko itna pasand hai, tu yahi kar le." I was like, "Huh? What are you saying? ये क्या के पकोड़े बनाने के? मुझे नहीं करना ये. मुझे surgeon बनना है." She's like, "But you are doing this and it is working for you. You're giving relief to people. अभी तुम्हें करना है research, तुम करो." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, point तो है." So I studied a little more, and then I studied CST from a few schools. So I studied from Bente, who used to come. Then I studied a little bit from Upledger in Florida. Then I studied a little with body intelligence. Now I'm senior tutor with body intelligence. So very slowly the answers started coming, and that just became a part of my life. So, and then osteopathy happened in 2015. Again, it was Shri Shri. I went to ask him a completely different question. He gave me a completely different answer. I landed on the osteopathy because I'm like, kya badtameezi hai. So then I was stuck in a place called Odisha, 187 acres of mountain, red soil. One side there is a river, other side there is a forest, third side there is railway tracks, and the fourth side is the entry road through a village. I'm like, where am I? Why am I here? But that was more self-discovery. But what I realized is, as you start practicing this work, you become the work.
Exactly.
There is no faking. If you really want to practice alternative medicine, and especially cranial work and osteopathy, you cannot be somebody else outside and somebody else in a session. It's the authenticity that comes through, and simply because this work is around safety.
Exactly.
And that is what, in the past 13 years, this is what I have learned. Our whole existence is around safety. We still feel threatened and we need to feel safe. The safer you feel, the more the brain lets go. It allows the body to recover itself. So safety is not just a state of the mind, it is a bodily response to your whole metabolism, your physiology, even the anatomy is decided by safety.
Right.
People who don't feel safe, they feel threatened, they are end quote stressed, they're going to have very tight muscles, they're going to have restricted circulation, they're going to have issue. So, and how do I make someone feel safe if I'm faking it?
Exactly.
Nahi hota hai. Doesn't work. So there are two very important things. You have to feel safe yourself.
Yes.
And second is you should be able to communicate it.
Right.
So that's what I love about BCST work, that it's very biodynamic. Matlab, it is very experiential. Right. Not much, and I've learned both forms of CST. I've learned mechanical, I've learned biodynamic. I'm very good in both.
Right.
I'm very sorted in both. I understand the way one works and the way the other works. But biodynamic is very beautiful because it's very experiential and you are literally allowing the body to unwind.
Right.
And one of my mentors in BCST work, he had said, yeah, sure, you touch, but you don't just touch. You're offering a very non-judgmental touch. How many non-judgmental presences do you have in your life?
Right.
And for a moment, I was shocked because I think the only non-judgmental presence in the true sense would probably just be my master.
Right.
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता उनको. He asked only 2 questions. खाना खाया? Are you happy? खत्म. There is no expectation. And I realized that's how beautiful a non-judgmental presence is. It just, all that it brings up in you is a sense of safety and gratitude.
Right.
So for you to be able to offer that, even if for a few moments to someone, can change somebody's life completely. They don't have to tell what is bugging them. They don't have to ask for advice. They can just be. You are just being, and it is the presence that talks, and that's about it. And the cherry on the pie was all of this is scientifically explained. Like that was, I was like, "Arey wow, this is the most utopic thing for me." So like that, yeah.
So for me, craniosacral therapy is just basically a scientific explanation of what spirituality talks about. That's what I've felt. All the things that we've learned spiritually, I've just got a scientific explanation of everything in the body work that we do, in the biodynamic craniosacral work that we do. And so one question that I want to ask about safety is, like, if somebody feels unsafe today, given their situation, given the people that they're living with, the family, the friends, how do they start the process of feeling safe within their own body?
Feel your body.
How?
When a person feels unsafe, there is a sense of numbness that comes through. So the first most important thing is to become aware of your own body. See, the thing is, a lot of our practices take us beyond body consciousness. There is a sense of floating, which is very nice. But if somebody is not feeling so good, a sense of floatiness may just increase it. For a person who needs to find a sense of safety is to find something stable, and what is more stable than your own body? So a very simple exercise of feeling your feet on the ground. That's it. Just feel your ground under the feet. It's called grounding for obvious reasons. So you just feel your feet on the ground, and just become aware of the outline of your body, and instantly the mind settles down. Another thing that happens is when you ground yourself and when you can feel the outline of your body and the boundaries of it, you are switching from the sympathetic to a slight parasympathetic tone. Basically means अभी हम घर आ गए, अभी हम rest कर सकते हैं. So this is when, once that happens, the mind slows down, little bit of hunger comes, little bit of, a sense of wanting to rest comes. You may feel like visiting the bathroom. All of these are very positive signs. The thing is, even though we are in a lockdown, our mind is not in lockdown.
Right.
Mind is all over the place.
Right.
So the people want to do 101 things without really taking care of their mind, and then all the numbers of corona coming in and all that jazz. The mind is not rested. Plus now तो मतलब लोग सो ही नहीं रहे हैं. कल तो छुट्टी है, सो के क्या करेंगे? It is like that. So when you are completely off your schedule and you are being bombarded by so much unnecessary information coming in, what people are missing out is, unless you take care of your mind, your body will not rest. Somebody who's had a heartbreak cannot sleep.
No.
They're miserable. It's like, मैं मर गया, मेरे को छोड़ दो अकेले. Take them to, they'll still be miserable. But someone who is on the hospital bed, who is very, very sick, but is surrounded by their loved ones and has that happy state of mind, they're okay.
Yeah.
So what I really like about alternative medicine is the absolute connection between the body and the mind, and how both of them equally need to be taken care of. Even WHO has accepted it. WHO described health way back in 2006 as physical, emotional, mental and spiritual well-being.
Right.
But वो हम लोग textbook में definition पढ़ के भूल जाते हैं.
Right. It is so interesting that we started talking about health right now. Yesterday, when I was coming back home, I was with my dad and I asked him a very simple question. In your childhood or when you were in your teenage, what did you do to relax yourself? I just asked him this. What did you do? Because he's never relaxed. I've never seen him relax. Even during this corona lockdown, he's 24/7 into something or the other. So he just got bummed. And in the evening, I and mom were talking, and he just came into the room and he just started telling my mom, do you know, Sarvil asked me a question and I just got bummed. He just asked me, how do you relax? How did I relax during my early teenage or during my early 20s? So basically, it's just that generation has no idea of what resourcing is. The generation has no idea of what health is in the body. So the coming up generation, like people who are of my age, even I did not know what resourcing is, say a year ago or 2 years ago. So how would you counsel people of how they can resource themselves or how they can find health within themselves?
Sarvil, I think your father's generation and even like my parents are a generation beyond your father. Their lifestyle was not this crazy.
Yeah.
There used to be chai pakoda in the evening. There used to be chai nashta in the morning. And then there was बड़ों के साथ बैठ के खाओ. रात को सब बैठ के दूरदर्शन पे चित्रहार देखो और सो जाओ. So generally lifestyle was a little resource. So there was no need for hobbies.
Right.
But now we are like, all of us are like Thanos. We want all the 7 rings. 5 rings. 5. We want all the 5 gemstones. हमको सब कुछ करने का है. Physical, mental, social media, LinkedIn, communication, company, entrepreneurship, solopreneurship. Oh God. मतलब, it's crazy. So there is a desperate need for hobbies now. Like people really need to switch off.
Right.
In my mother's house in Belgaum, I've been here for almost 2.5 months. The first 10 days, I used to just go on the chat, lie down and look at the sky.
Wow.
I don't remember doing this for so many years. One, because I live in an apartment and like there are 5 more floors above me. But even then, just lying down and looking at the sky. And then I realized my parents' lifestyle is so chill. Like I used to look down on them initially. I'm like, what's wrong with you people? You have no hobbies. Bas music class karte ho aur kya? But then I realized when my mom is chopping vegetables, my father will come with her and they will have chai together. Or they will just relax and watch some TV. Or they'll go for a walk and look at birds. So I realized they have spaced things out in their life in a way that they're able to resource of themselves. हमारा क्या है ना, even if we have 10 minutes free time, like चलो Facebook check करते हैं, Instagram check करते हैं. So we ourselves have not given us permission to relax. And resourcing becomes very important because then it becomes like running your car in the 5th gear and never giving it a break.
Right.
So resourcing would be at this point of time right now, I think people can start off with very basic resources. Sing, draw, sketch, or call people up and talk to them.
Right.
We are again in a virtual world. We are again on Zoom. We are on Skype, like we're doing Skype right now.
Yeah.
The quality of this communication is very different than a phone call when you listen to the person. So resourcing becomes very, very important. Because just how much do you want to push your adrenal glands?
Right.
It's not a good idea. So for me, though, at least I've personally become so medium-paced now. And if you really think you don't have so much time, find time for your mind. Meditate.
Right.
Breathe. Very, very important. Breathe, meditate, and then you will find the energy that you need to get through the day. I think the word that really describes our generation today is overwhelm.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We are one overwhelmed lot of human beings. Everything is too much. You can't have everything. You have A to Z in everything. It's just overwhelmed. Really, it's just small little stresses in life building
up.
I
think once the lockdown also gets over, I think it's very important that people realize the importance of pacing, because suddenly, like how for one day the alcohol shops were opened and then everybody was on the streets and it was like, dude, we are in lockdown, I think. And so I think once everything starts reopening, people need to remember the fact that you need to keep it slow, not slow as such, but what would be your advice? What happens once the lockdown opens up and the rush that people will fall back to? What should people keep in mind at that time? And how do we resource ourselves again? Because once everything starts, the whole gambit of one thing after another starts. How do you resource yourself at that time?
I think the biggest realization that has hit humanity in general is that you can be productive from home. I don't think anybody has worked so much in their life as they are working from home. कि तुम कहाँ जा रहे हो बाहर? तुम्हारी कितनी accountability बढ़ गई होगी? You can't get stuck in traffic anymore. You can't have network issues anymore. You can't have commitment. You are at home, right? So I think this work from home culture is going to continue for sure. Right. I think the employers have realized it more than the employees कि सबसे ज़्यादा काम ये घर से करता है. And I also feel that the world right now, there is a deep sense of inertia and there is this extreme khujli to go out and do things. But I have a feeling once the lockdown lifts up, I'm hoping people will be a little more reasonable. Because a lot of things are going to shut. I don't think globetrotting is going to happen for a while now.
Right.
And the fear is going to continue in people's minds. So generally, I think everybody for the next few years will be forced to live a medium-paced life, whether they like it or not.
Right.
Medium-paced, which is a good thing. But then the important and the smart thing is to also leverage it.
Right.
And I feel at this point of time, I think the biggest resource that people can have is to meditate and to do a little bit of stretching and movement, because the moment they connect back with their bodies, they'll get a sense of safety. And extremely important to take care of their mind. This is the first time in my life, honestly, where I am doing so many things at the same time. I'm helping my mom out in the kitchen. I'm taking care of my dad. I'm working on my social media. I'm doing teleosteopathy consultations. I'm having talks. I'm doing a lot of things. I could have never done this before the lockdown.
Right.
So maybe just realizing that efficiency is not dependent on the amount of footwork you can do. It's the mind that needs to slow down.
Right.
Yeah. So doing things and making things safe.
Yeah, I think this is amazing. I think this is probably one of the best conversations I've had.
What do you mean one of the best? It is the best conversation you're having. How dare you?
You can't pinch me right now because I'm so away from you, because I know.
Doesn't matter. I can still do it with my intention.
Oh God! But I think this I think will be one of the. I think people can relate a lot to this, because a lot of people are going through difficult times, and a lot of people, like I especially me also, like there were so many things which were pending from my side, and I've started doing everything. I just feel okay, maybe probably life is giving one opportunity to just reboot ourselves, and lockdown should be looked at it like that. And I think a lot of things will change since the transformation energy of the universe is functioning so well. Suddenly a lot of new opportunities will come up. Like I can, like as you said, work from home has become such a big thing that like a lot of my cousins who are in Europe, they've been given this notice: since you can do work from home, you don't need to be here. So please go back.
I'll tell you a very interesting thing. So I've been putting these small little videos on my channel. So my mom has 2 mango trees, awesome mango trees. We have had some 400 Alfonso mangoes coming. So the other day my mom was sitting in the kitchen और मैं वो डोसे का आटा पीस रही थी उसमें, वो पत्थर वाले में. अभी मैं हूँ तो मिक्सी यूज ही नहीं हो रहा है. पीसो बैठ के. मेरा मन पिस रहा था. मैंने कहा यार छोड़ो मेरे को, पीसोing. And then my mom said चलो आम खाओ. So I fat finished the आम. Then she said बेटा गुठली चाटो बैठ के आराम से. I'm like गुठली कौन चाटता है? She like गुठली चाटो. And then I realized that it actually was a very calming experience. Because the brain loves textures. So I started enjoying the texture of that coarse mango ka thing na.
Yeah.
Generally I went into this nice, happy, blissful state. And that is when I actually started appreciating the mango. Otherwise I just gobbled it and I was ready to run. So she asked me a question. She said, "Tu kahan ja rahi hai? Kahan jana hai tu? Where are you going?" Suddenly I'm like, "Nowhere." She's like, "Sit, eat." And then I have never relished a mango like that in my life. Like I totally get it why Katrina Kaif goes like that in that but that's only mango juice. I know it has a very, very ... intonation to it, but generally textures have an amazing effect on the nervous system. I became full chill, and it made so much sense. And then I realized, oh, this is what life is.
Right.
And then I sat down and I sipped my chai, of course, after some time. And I've been making soaps, So I started appreciating the texture of the soap. I'm like, dude, life is so cool. And at that time, when you're relishing something, time slows down.
Right.
You haven't lost so much time, but it's just that time magnification. It's almost like the brain is opening the space inside and saying, Abba, let me breathe for a while. So I think this is what people need to look at. They need to start really experiencing the happy moments.
Right.
And I think your ability to appreciate it comes when you meditate. aa jayega.
Right. I think this was great. I think this is amazing.
Sorry.
This is great. I am just thinking कि इसके part 3 बनेंगे, part 1, part 2, part 3.
हाँ बहुत लंबा हो गया ना.
I think this has gone 33 minutes till now. That's okay. 2-3 part में बना देंगे, कोई टेंशन नहीं, अपने कंटेंट का कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. So what do you think? Like, now if you like, you've been watching my videos, you've told me personally also. What do you think of this initiative that, talking to people about their journey, about their lifestyle, how they persevere? What do you think of the whole concept of what I'm trying to achieve here?
एक तो बड़ा स्टारडम वाला फीलिंग आता है, मेरा चौक है. आगे सबके लिए चाय बनाओ किचन में, मेरा चौक है मम्मा, आई एम बिजी. बर्तन धोने रुको ना, मेरा चौक है. So it's very nice for the people whom you're talking to, but I think it makes a lot of sense for general public because it's good to be normal. And आज अंडर अचीवर भी बर्तन धो रहा है, ओवर अचीवर भी बर्तन धो रहा है. So as long as you can really appreciate the life that you have and really give importance to the state of mind. This is what I was telling. So on my programs, I also say this, that what we have now is exactly what we have asked for all these years.
Exactly.
Every one of us said, बस मेरी जिंदगी में ये टाइम आ जाए, बस मैं घर में सोता रहूं और मुझे घर में रहने के पैसे मिले और मुझे बाहर जाने की जरूरत पड़े. Milk and vegetables should also come to my house. I should be paid to not stop. This is exactly what you have, dude. Right. You're still not happy.
Right.
I remember my cousins used to say, it's like, I just want to lie down and watch Netflix all day. They have it and they're so miserable. It's all in the mind. Right. So I think, and there are all these messages floating. Just be sane. It is enough. Yeah, sure. Do you know how to be sane? So I think the trick is if you can just take care of your mind, automatically there will be a sense of safety. And then of course from there you can do so many things. So I think it's very, very super important to meditate at the moment, watch your mind, become more aware of your body, do a little bit of stretching, thoda stretch kar lo, thoda saans le lo.
This question was meant so that you could praise me, but I was like,
Sarvil, thank you so much.
But you were like, चल ठीक है यार. मैं बोला ये कभी मेरे को तारीफ नहीं करेगी ये लड़की.
No, this initiative is very, very nice. It's really nice, and it's very nice that you're smiling more now. Initially you would be like, welcome to my series. What are you doing? Ego होता है, superiority complex, inferiority. I'm like, भैया हंस लो थोड़ा. Why are you smiling?
I think those are the
morning, no? You can smile.
Initial days ना तो पहली बार कर रहे थे ना वो तभी.
No, but it's very nice.
एक दिन में 2 वीडियो बनाते थे तभी. अब 2 हफ्ते में एक हफ्ते में 2 वीडियो बनाते हैं. अभी आराम से बनाते हैं.
No, it's very nice. It's what you're doing is very nice, and I think people really need to meet normal people thoda.
Yes.
Who also do jhadu pocha, bartan bhande, get bambooed by their parents. They need. Achievers don't have to be necessarily people who wear brands and fly, jet along to places. Normal, efficient people are also pretty much doing well in their life. So it's very nice that you're opening up the arena of good people, me included, who are doing good things in life. And of course you also ask, it's very nice. It's very nice. Yeah, I like it. When are you calling me again?
अभी इसको खत्म होने के बाद. I was like, I have to share this with you. So I don't know if you remember in Bombay when we were doing this postgrad on trauma, you and me were doing one session, and I always had admired you, like since the beginning of my BCST journey, and I was like, यार स्पंदन के साथ session करना है. And I remember when we switched and I was supposed to give you a session, I was so ready. I was like super calm intensity and all of that, and he's like, "ये सुनना मैं washroom जाके आऊँ क्या?" मैं बोला, "अरे माँ रुक जाना please, ऐसा मत कर मेरे साथ." So I had built it up so much in my head कि अरे it's just that it's like सचिन तेंदुलकर को किसी को बॉल करना होगा तो वो प्रिपेयर करता है कि सचिन लाइक रुकना मैं सुसु करके आता हूँ। तो मैं बोला क्या है, मैं इतना बिल्डअप किया अपने दिमाग में। बट I remember I was very nervous at that time.
Oh, I have no idea. I would have ragged you. You should have told me. I would have loved bamboo-fying you a little more.
You had anyway ruined my day, ruined my life for 4 days. I remember you were so cold to me and you were like, oh God.
No, I remember that PGI. I finished my postgrad in that. I remember that was the PG where I got my certificate of ABD. But generally, you're a very nice patient. Yeah, you've been a very cute person. I mean, I was surprised you wanted to interview me. I was like, really? I've been so nasty to you. Really want to interview me still? मैंने सेशन के दौरान अपना AC ठीक कराया, पानी मंगवाया.
Like, I think everybody should know this story. So I was in Bangalore and I bumped into her actually. And I said, "Hey, Spandan, I think I really need a session because of my jaw. I had a very painful jaw." And she's like, yeah, come over. So chalo, I go to her house. So there's this clinic inside her house, and I walk in and she's fixing her AC. No, she was just sitting and looking at the AC, not even fixing it. and I enter and I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing?" It's like, "Sarvi, will you help me fix this AC? I'll fix you later."
And
then for 1.5 hours you were fixing your AC.
No, it was very warm and I was feeling very hot. I don't know about you. मेरे को तो बहुत गर्मी लग रही थी. मैंने कहा भैया मैं काम नहीं कर सकती ऐसे. And वो सार्वल पे जो काले कपड़े पहन के आया मैं नहीं काम कर सकती. मुझे ठंडी हवा की बहुत जरूरत है. But yeah, that was nice. Yeah, you should also say that I'm a good practitioner.
Oh, you are a wonderful practitioner. I think. Okay, there is one story that I have to share with everybody. I'm still recording. So there was a time in Chennai. I think this was the 8th seminar that I was doing. And we were sitting in Idli Dosa. And we were like all 10-15 people. And as usual, I was talking a lot. I was chappa doing a lot. And she was sitting just beside me. And she got so fed up of me. What she did is she put her hand on my shoulder and she's like, "Ab kaisa lag raha hai? You basically turned my sympathetic nervous system into parasympathetic, and for next 15 minutes I was quiet. She just shut down my nervous system for crying out loud, and then they gave me Nannari Sharbat, and then again my system calmed down. I'm like, you be quiet like this. And then she told me, "Oh, this is the space from where you have to give sessions." मैं बोला क्या है?
Yeah, man. I know. I'm sorry. I just meant well. I just felt
No, you don't have to be sorry. That's the reason. And actually, I realized that actually you can do CST anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's when I started picking that from there, and I started using it at home. I just started shutting down people's nervous system, and they used to start fighting.
Yes. No. You know what? I've done that when it really works.
It works.
The first thing when I did when I came to my mom's place for Holi was I got both the maids to do Kriya. So generally the whole house is calm now because they're not restless. They don't break things. Because they don't break things, my mom doesn't freak out. Because my mom doesn't freak out, my dad doesn't freak out. And because he doesn't freak out, I don't freak out. So there is world peace.
Oh God. I think you should stay the way you are, and I always treated you like an elder sister, even though you're a big pain in a lot of places. But
I'm still going to pinch you.
I still remember in Delhi, we were clicking a selfie, and I still have that picture, by the way, on Instagram. You can check it out. I've put it as a caption also, where I'm clicking a selfie and you're pinching me so hard, but my smile is not dying. and then you said, even if a sword goes through your face, while you're clicking a picture, your smile will not go. I remember you told me this. I'm like, and then in the caption I've written that she thinks that she's naughtier than me.
Acha, oh, that is that picture. Okay, I've seen it, but I was like,
I'll send you.
I will also post your photos on my handle, and then everybody can come and see that also.
Chal, thank you, Spandan. This was great. I think we'll stop recording now. And we can chat offline also, but मेरे को recording मत कर.
It's okay.
बोल दो.
ए क्या है, मैं तेरे को फ्री इंटरव्यू दे रही हूँ तो मेरा इंस्टाग्राम हैंडल, यूट्यूब हैंडल ही नहीं बोल रहा है.
तो अरे खुद ही बोल दो ना ऐसे कुछ.
अच्छा तू फिर से रिकॉर्ड कर रहा है?
क्या रिकॉर्डिंग में बोला पता है?
मैंने तुझसे इंटरव्यू से पैसे लेने. Dr. Spandan Wellness. How well I am. Dr. Spandan Wellness. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, find me.
चलो, thank you so much. Bye.